Defending champion Chennai Super Kings had a poor start to life under the new captain Ravindra Jadeja, as they were outclassed by the Kolkata Knight Riders in their season opener. However, CSK will be aiming to bounce back to the winning ways against a new franchisee. Lucknow Super Giants too suffered a defeat to the fellow outcomes Gujarat Titans. Both the teams will come into the game after a loss in their respective opening matches. A common factor in their defeat was the failure of the top order, and they would be looking to correct that at the Brabant Stadium. However, it is still very early days in the 2 month long IPL, but the toss is already playing a significant role in the game's outcome. With the second innings keeping due in mind, teams are preferring to put the opposition ball second. The losses for CSK and Lucknow came after batting first at the Wankhede. Conditions are not expected to be very different at the nearby Brabant Stadium, as heavy dew is likely to set in the second half of the game. Lucknow Super Giants skipper KL Rahul and star opener Quinton de Kock had a forgettable outing in the first game, and they would be keen to get some runs under their belt. Rahul needs to lead team from the front, with the IPL presenting a big test for his captaincy skills. Manish Pandey and Evan Lewis, who are a hard-hitting batter on their day, can take any attack to cleaners. They had a forgettable outing, and the team management would hope that they would join the party. Lucknow Super Giants would be pleased that their middle order comprising Deepak Hooda, debutant Ayush Badani, and Kunal Pandya clicked when their top order collapsed, and the trio would again need to shoulder their responsibility. But it was Super Giants bowling which would need to quickly forget the hammering they received at the hands of Gujarat. While pacer Dushmanta Chamira was right on the money, co-pacer Avesh Khan leaked 33 runs in his quota. Also, the role of spin trio of Ravi Bishnoi, Hooda and Kunal could decide the match fate. On the other hand, CSK would also look to put up a much better show with the bat after they managed only 131 in the first game. With Moeen Ali, a pinch hitter available for selection, they would indeed heave a sigh of relief. Moeen Ali was one of the four players retained by Chennai Super Kings before the auction, as he was instrumental in the team's fourth IPL title last year. In 2021, he was the third highest scorer for Super Kings, hitting 357 runs. In the first game, we witnessed a vintage Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but the other batters flattered, be it Ruturaj Gaikwad, Robin Uthappa, David Conway, or Ambati Raidu. New skipper Ravindra Jadeja would also be keen to get a big score individually, and the same for Shivam Dube, who is racing against the time to prove his worth on the IPL stage. But it remains to be seen who CSK leave out to include Moeen, who can come in at number 3.